Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Got a big day planned, big week planned here as for these guys. As Bill Atwood is there, this is Jen Hediger, and over there joining us here in a little bit, Joel Hackney. They are from the Flora Academic Foundation. We're going to talk all about what they've got coming up this week here. You guys, you're tireless, aren't you? You're just going all the time to help out, right?
Something like that.
We have wonderful support people that keep us going.
There you go. That's the important thing. To have the support, folks. And we're going to talk about their big radiothon coming up on Thursday night. That's what we'll do here on Big Talk. But before we get to that, let's tell you a little bit about what's going on in and around the area today. This is Wednesday, November 3rd, and I must tell you, I searched high and low looking for community events going on. I couldn't find anything on Wednesday. I've got a blood drive coming up tomorrow that I was going to talk about, but we're going to talk about the radiothon for tomorrow anyway. So this is Wednesday, November 3rd. Let me tell you what's going on nationally. Now, this one I can get behind. This is, ladies and gentlemen, National Sandwich Day. Whether you stack it high or thin, National Sandwich Day on November 3rd recognizes one of America's favorite lunch items. It's believed to be the namesake of John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich. I wonder how it ended up becoming named a sandwich then instead of Montague. Just easier to say?
I would think so.
Much easier, I suspect. Who knows?
Yeah, you have to wonder, don't you?
Don't have to wonder all that much. But yeah, National Sandwich Day. The exact circumstances of its invention and original use are subject to debate. There's a rumor in a contemporary travel book that formed the popular myth that the bread and meat sustained Lord Sandwich at the gambling table. It said that Lord Sandwich was a very conversant gambler and did not take the time to have a meal during his long hours of playing at the card table. When hungry, he would ask for his servants to bring him slices of meat between 2 slices of bread. This practice was a habit that was well known to his gambling friends, who soon began to order the same as sandwich. And from this, the sandwich name was born. But it was also suggested that because of Sandwich's commitment to the Navy, politics, and the arts, the first sandwich was more likely to be consumed at his work desk. I don't know. That sounds to me like somebody just making up something at the desk when they're writing the biography. It was a few years after he'd been around, so who knows? But congratulations to the Earl of Sandwich. This is also. And I don't know if we're supposed to use this word anymore, but I'm going to use it anyway. This is National Housewife Day. National Housewives Day sets aside November 3rd to recognize the millions of hardworking housewives. The day honors stay-at-home moms who take care of the children and the home. It's a 24-hour day, 7-day-a-week job that sometimes does not get the thank you that it deserves. As I would probably use the term homemaker. I bet I'm not. All right, now you have been a housewife. What is the preferred nomenclature? What is?
Well, I prefer. Oh, you meant her.
What do you, Bill? What do you say, Jen? Prefer housewife or homemaker?
I'd say director of the household.
Director of the household. I love it. CEO is even better. That's the way it really is, actually. So, yeah, I like that a lot. This is National Housewife Day. That is an old term stemming from the days when most families were supported by one income. But on National Housewife Day, honor the housewife in your family or the housewife that you know. So that's good. And having to do, actually, just coincidentally that it falls on the same day. This may have to do with National Director of the Household Day. This is also National Stress Awareness Day. National Stress Awareness Day hits on the first Wednesday of November and aims to identify and reduce the stress factors in folks' lives. Everyone has stress. Some stress is good for you. It helps you respond to changes, but stress is also your body's way of protecting itself from harm. However, too much stress can, of course, cause harm to your health and to your relationships. Once you identify the causes of stress in your life, you can begin to eliminate them or reduce them. Some tools to help with stress are to develop coping skills for anxiety. Identify and let go of the things you cannot change. Exercise helps folks get rid of a lot of built-up anxiety, and also eating a balanced diet is helpful. It fuels your body so that you're better able to cope with stress. So there you go. Frequently asked questions about stress. Can it be a good thing? Of course, stress can be a good thing. It often augurs performance and helps that out. How do folks benefit from stress? Well, it improves learning, memory, and focus. However, long periods of stress are potentially harmful. And do some folks handle stress better than others? Well, if you've ever talked to more people than one person in your life, you know that some people handle stress differently from others. Everyone handles it differently. So just keep that in mind as you're dealing with people, and you'll be fine. So what else is going on today, folks? What's on Wabash? What do you want to see on television today? Now, we're shooting this on Tuesday for Wednesday night, so I don't know if we're going to have a Game 7, but I'm going to tell you about Game 7 of the World Series on Wednesday night, if necessary. That's the Atlanta Braves down at Houston. That's if Atlanta doesn't close out the Braves on Tuesday night. Also, NCAA football, action going on. The Mid-American Conference, Northern Illinois Huskies will be at Kent State taking on the Golden Flashes. That is on at 6 p.m. on ESPN2. And also at 6, the Central Michigan Chippewas at Western Michigan, the Broncos. And that's on ESPNU, channel 642. Hockey, looking for hockey. The Blackhawks are at home. Carolina coming in tonight. That'll be on channel 644. Because the Bulls are playing basketball on 643. Get to that in a minute. At 9 o'clock, however, the Blues will be in Los Angeles taking on the Kings. That's going to be on TNT, channel 633. You're writing that down. I know you are. See, look at that. She is a big Blues fan. That's wonderful. She probably is a big Blues fan. More Cardinal fan probably than Blues fan, aren't you? Yeah. NBA basketball tonight, the Bulls at 76ers. That'll be on channel 643, and a doubleheader on ESPN for the NBA. The Hawks at the Nets at 6:30, followed by Charlotte at Golden State at 9. Joel's over there. That's Bill. That's Jen, and we are going to be back right after this word. We're going to talk about the Flora Academic Foundation and their big radiothon coming up Thursday night. Back after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
It's the weekend and your symptoms are worsening. The morning of a big meeting and you have a bigger sore throat. Ever experienced that urgency after picking up your sick child and your community health center has already closed? You will be able to connect to a provider at crhpc.org. Even if you have never been to CRHPC, you are welcome to utilize our services. Feel better after scheduling a video visit with CRHPC.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
I'll be doggone. Hey, folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We were having an entirely different conversation about different things.
But learning something.
But learning, exactly
know. I
right.
didn't
We
know.
were learning, and that's always important. That's always important, and that's probably the motto of the Flora Academic Foundation. That's what we are here to talk about today, and their large fundraising event taking place tomorrow night. Bill Atwood, tell me. Welcome to the show. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much.
Jen,
Thank you
thank
for
you very
having
much
us
for being
on.
here. I appreciate that. Tell me what exactly the Flora Academic Foundation is.
It's an 18-member board that focuses on finding funding for projects that the school can't normally get in their budget. Okay?
Oh, really?
They're restricted. And so
Now you would think, I just paid my property taxes last week. That isn't going to cover everything?
No. Dr. Hackney's here, and he can go in depth.
I bet he could.
But there are such things as, well, actually, Jennifer, you are, in fact, on the projects committee. Can you give us some ideas of what?
Oh, well, we'll get to
Okay.
the specifics of it here. in a
What
little
we're
while.
after is this: that the board raises funds. We also put on the Apple Knocker Festival, our give back. The funding that we raised is because we have a generous community here. The money comes in, and then the teachers come up with these ideas on what they want to do. And I'll let Jennifer talk about in a little bit the whole thing. We want to give each child an experience they normally would not have in a school setting.
You mentioned we had the Apple Knocker Festival a month and a half ago or something like that. How'd that go this year? It was kind of a mixed to what it used to be, as well as a little bit of what it was new,
Right.
wasn't it?
It was. We debated long and hard about what would be safe for the public, students.
Yeah.
And it took a lot of soul searching before we
I suspect.
decided to do that.
Because you missed it last year, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So how'd it turn out? Good crowd?
It was a good crowd. It was a beautiful day. I don't know that we had as many activity booths set up or food booths, but every one of them was so busy.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. So it was very profitable for those that did come.
And on top of that, it worked out perfectly because the boys won the regional on the same day.
That's right.
And they were in town, and so then that crowd came over, and we recognized the boys, and it was just a perfect God-given weather day. And, you know, if you don't have the weather,
Well, no, that's right.
Yeah.
it's a big strike against
Makes it
you.
real trouble.
Yes.
And the crowd came back like, you see, that's kind of what I've been noticing after folks having a year away from things or more than a year away from things. Crowds have been eager, haven't they?
I thought the crowd was good.
I thought it was as well, and it was steady. Bottom line, at any one time, you could easily have had 500 to 800 out there, and the crowd rotated throughout the day.
Right.
But no, it was just wonderful, and we're so thankful for the support they were able to give. But seeing people have fun again, just sitting, talking, having burgers, whatever. It was just a great day.
Tell me a little bit. We're talking about what the Flora Academic Foundation is, and this is to help the students. Is it to help the high school kids, or kids all the way from kindergarten through high school?
It's all the way through kindergarten through high school.
How long has it been? Who formed this? What was the history of the formation, or what was the genesis of this organization? Do either of you know?
Actually, a gentleman by the name of Floyd Henson looked around and said, there will come a time we cannot afford to do these extracurricular activities. And he got together with Jan Phillips and Larry Kramer and just so many of the community leaders and said, we need to put together a foundation. In addition to us raising this money, we also are the keepers of money that will be used for scholarships.
Right. That's to me one of the integral parts of the foundation, and what is raised this week will go not only to, it's mainly for the classroom stuff, but there's probably some of it to the scholarship too, right?
Yes, but we also have many people that simply say, I'd like to set up a scholarship on behalf of a loved one or in memory of a teacher, we are given that challenge and privilege to be the vehicle for that.
How long have you been involved in this, Jen?
I'm a retired school teacher from Flora.
Right.
I retired in 2012 and came on the board in 2013.
So you have seen this in actual practice?
Absolutely.
How much what will be raised here tomorrow night is helpful, haven't you?
Right. And teachers can submit requests for just specific materials or projects to do within the classroom, but then we also go beyond that and do the field trips.
Yeah.
And
the field trips, what grade did you teach?
I taught the primary level special education class, so I had kindergarten through third grade.
Would they go on field trips based in their normal class, or would they have a special education trip? So were you able to plan trips for those kids?
We integrated the students.
Okay.
Let's say if first grade went to the pumpkin patch, we may do that.
Yeah.
Or, kindergarten, whatever, 1 year, and then maybe next year we'd go with first grade to the apple orchard.
Sure.
Second grade, the next year to the zoo.
Oh, that's
we
cool.
didn't do everything every year.
But the kids were getting something to do.
Oh, absolutely.
You see, now that's half the battle. You having been a teacher, how big of a deal is it for the kids to get into a field trip setting like that? Does that must help be immense help in the classroom later on?
Absolutely. I mean, to be on a bus going to the St. Louis Zoo and hearing one of my students scream, "That's it! That's that art she talked about." That where for a lot of us that's we do and see that all the time.
Yeah.
It's remarkable.
Oh, I suspect. Now, you probably didn't do like my dad did, though. There were 5 kids in his car, and I was one of the youngest group, and it was basically to get us to all shut up. He would say, I'll go and give a nickel to the first person who sees the arch. So he'll have us we were posted at the windows. We didn't know which way it was, but yeah, that was the excitement.
Yeah. And you were driving to India at the time.
That's exactly right. No. Boy, I can't see that arch. It's been 2 or 3 hours, Pop. I don't know what's going on. I tell you what, we're going to do. We're going to come back and talk about exactly what is going on tomorrow night. The Radiothon taking place on WNOI as well as on Facebook. Get back here with Bill and Jen. Talk about that in a second. You are watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Back in a sec.
All right, you want Joel in here now?
Hold on.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. My guests, Bill Atwood, Dr. Joel Hackney, and Jen Hattiger from the Flora Academic Foundation. And we are talking about, well, we haven't talked about it yet. What's going on Thursday night, Joel?
I've got Radioathon.
Radioathon.
Radioathon. And I am not singing, so...
Ladies and gentlemen! Yes!
You are safe to tune in. My singing's really good until you turn the radio down, and then something happens in the car and it just doesn't sound as good. So I don't understand.
All right, so the Radioathon is something that you folks have done for many, many years, haven't you?
Yes. I can remember Radioathon back from even when I was probably a student. I mean, it's been going on for years. I don't know how many years it's been going on, but it's and again, it amazes me every year, and we say this every time we get together, but it's just another example of how great of a community we have. I mean, first of all, that we have FAF, but just every year the generosity of the community and the resource they pour into the FAF, which then in turn goes directly to our students. So, I mean, it is the primary fundraiser, the really only fundraiser FAF does, and it's what allows all the opportunities for our students that we get to have, and it's, again, directly a result from our community and the generosity and support. Over the years, you have had... you'll have kids of all ages in on the show, as well as, I mean, then you would normally have their parents in to watch, or other folks from the community could come in and out and watch, and as well as get a meal or something like that. We're having to make some changes this year, aren't we? We are, and while I never get tired of talking about Radioathon in the community, I'm tired of talking about the changes. We talked about this with Apple Knocker, and we were able to do it a little bit different, but we're hoping it is as normal next year, and the same with Radioathon. But First Baptist Church has graciously allowed us to use their facility, so we're still going to be able to have the performers that are going to be performing, but just, you can watch it on Facebook, you can listen to it on the radio, but and our hope is next year we're going to be able to flip it back to the high school and have a crowd and do all
So
that.
the public school district no longer can't this year as yet.
I mean, the
have
guidelines last year where you couldn't even have gathering sizes of certain numbers when
Yeah.
you put it out. This
Yeah.
year we're still under some restrictions. The gathering sizes aren't as much of an issue, but the masking is still I don't know if
Masking
you've heard much
indoors
about
is
masking,
good.
but that's been a debate.
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah.
but I mean, technically that's still supposed to anytime you're in a school building, and so just instead of having to manage all that, we utilized the church last year. It worked out very, very well. So again, they were gracious enough to allow us to do that again. So.
Have people? Okay, so the radio. Here's how the radiothon works. You're going to have people come up and do some entertaining things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then folks make pledges to say someone may make the $100 pledge so that Joel doesn't sing.
That's money well spent, right? we always talked that we were going to have a fundraiser. I'm going to start singing, and until we get to a certain dollar figure, I'm not going to stop. But I don't think the people that
You don't want them to shut off.
I don't think. Yeah, I think that would be bad.
What time's it start?
6 o'clock. And
6
it runs
o'clock.
through 9:30.
And it'll be on just what station? On just here in town on Flora?
On WNOI.
NOI?
103.9.
Okay. And so you can listen to it there, folks, or you can also watch it, right?
Yeah, they're going to be Facebook Live in it on the Flora Academy Foundation Facebook page. And I think there'll also be a mechanism where they can donate online. They can call
really?
in. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to pledge and to give your support. So.
If folks have questions, I mean, we kind of covered it pretty well, but folks have questions of what the Flora Academic Foundation does, what is the best place for them to look and find more information?
They go to the floraschools.com website, and on the very left side of the district Facebook page, there is a Flora Academic Foundation link. And when you click on that, there's a bunch of different pages that talk about all the different things that they do. So it talks about the Apple Knocker, talks about the mission of FAF in general, talks about Radioathon, scholarships that have been given, has projects on there. So, I mean, it's just a bunch of information. And, obviously, as Bill mentioned, it's an 18-person board. Bill and Jenny, they are just a wealth of knowledge about it. So just, talk to somebody, and really you can probably talk to anybody that works in the school, and they can tell you personally how, as a staff member or as a teacher, watching their students, how they've personally been affected by what FAF has done.
Tell me whenever you, I've asked you this question before, and I think it bears repeating, Joel. Tell me how the reactions in your peer group, whenever you talk to other superintendents and other administrators about how this organization is set up and how it runs, what is the feedback?
Oh, sure.
What do you hear from folks?
Well, and especially, I mean, obviously, we've in various years went through some lean state funding years and just a lot of proration of state funding. And, as a result of that, school districts have to look at, well, what is the low-hanging fruit that you aren't going to have to put money or can't put money towards whatever. And so, there were times where no lyceums were common in a lot of school districts. They weren't taking any field trips. They were eliminating programs that are great opportunities for kids to experience and be well-rounded. And so, when they'd be talking about these things, they'd be like, can you do these things? And I've been mentioning the field trips that we go on, like, how are you able to do this? And I said, because we have a wonderful community that gives to the Flora Academic Foundation, and they pay for all of that. And so they'll say, well, how do we
What
get
is the Flora Academic?
They would ask what it is, and I would kind of explain to them what they do and what all they support. And they say, how do we get one of those? And I said, well, you're going to have to pick up the community of Flora and move it to where you're at. Because I think, again, what makes this successful is the hard work of all the volunteers that are on the board. But again, there would be no work for the board to do if it wasn't for, the generosity and the resources the community gives. And again, the thing is every penny that is given throughout the year, and specifically tomorrow night, is going directly towards the students. So,
what is the typical goal of tomorrow night? So, what will you look for? What are you looking for as a maybe a monetary goal?
We use $20,000 as our yardstick, and
But you've been using that how long?
it's been the past several years, I think.
I guess my point is that you've gas is almost $4 a gallon. Buses are costing a little bit more, aren't they?
Well, I think you can look at that two ways. I mean, obviously there is a increased cost of projects and everything else, but as the cost of living and everything else goes up, I mean, Yeah, it may cost more to those trips, but that also puts a little bit more pinch on people's budget and pocketbooks and everything else. So, and I can tell you again, I've been familiar with Radiothon on various aspects because it's been going on for so long that I can remember as a student. I can remember my first year here on the side of actually seeing the behind the scenes, the pledges coming in, and I thought, $20,000. I mean, we're going to get
impossible.
We're going to get $20,000 in one night, and Bill kept saying it's going to happen, Joel. Just sit back and watch. And no other community can you say that is our size that we're going to set a goal of $20,000. I mean, you would get laughed at. That's probably justifiably so, but again,
that's $4 for every man, woman, child, and dog in town.
Yes, and it's amazing to see. And again, I go in with full faith tomorrow night. We'll see the same thing happen again, just because I'm amazed over and over again by our community.
I guess I seemed specious because I would have thought you would want to maybe move it up to 22 or make your goal 25 or make your goal get yourself up to 30 so the kids can.
I mean, if we
go ice skating or something.
It's kind of like fouls in a basketball game, Bruce. Once you get past 10, we don't put them on the scoreboard. So I mean, if people want to give well above 20, we'll take every penny they give. But we're just going to keep
that is a great analogy. I love that one. That's pretty good. I'm going to be right back here with Joel and Jen as well as Bells here, and we're talking about the Flora Academic Foundation, the Radiothon. We're going to tell you who's going to play, who's going to sing, what's going on, the entertainment coming up. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Back after this.
When I taught the
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our Power Brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basement-y experts.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Joined by folks from the Flora Academic Foundation. They are enjoying and putting on a big fun radiothon tomorrow night, and it starts at 6, going to end at
9:30.
9:30. Okay, 6 o'clock, ending at 9:30. I'm guessing that if I tune in to either NOI or if I tune in on Facebook, I will have the occasion to see kids singing and dancing and playing horns, right?
Absolutely. I can kind of give you a lineup of what we got going. As I mentioned, most importantly, I'm not singing, so we'll run through kind of some of the entertainment.
Tell me tell me what you got.
So Bill Atwood will kick it off at 6 o'clock with his introduction and welcome, and then we've got Arabella Kulig, Mallory Lovett, and Katie Muskoff that's going to do the Star Spangled Banner.
Slow down. You're speaking way too fast.
There's so much entertainment. I got to get it in. Our student body president, Ava Hout, will do the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay.
And I don't know how you start with any two better MCs than this, but you got Lee Riker and Colin Mosley. That'll be our first dynamic duo.
Oh, no kidding.
MCing the 6:10 to 7 o'clock hour, and they've got a jam-packed 50 minutes of entertainment. You have Genevieve Buchanan, Hannah Harper, and Kenley Souder doing an instrumental. Sarah
What do they
Odell-
play? You remember?
It doesn't say. It just says instrumental. So
Okay.
you have to. That's a teaser, Bruce. You have to tune in and see.
I like the thought.
That's right.
I like the thought. And one of them's going to play a trumpet, and the other one a clarinet, and the other a sousaphone or something.
You have Seth, Gabe, and Jillian Ganji with Skyla Jones, and again, instrumental.
Okay.
Lorelei Griffith, vocal and guitar. Chloe Blackwell and Leela Strong will do the flute. Grace Edgington and Abra Sebring on the clarinet.
Okay.
Kinley Winchester has a vocal. Jackson Rhodes on the trumpet. Whitney Coble and Cameron Thackeray, trumpet. And then Paul Hudson on the baritone. So that is our first hour.
Okay. Now, I kind of asked off the air, Bill, about this, but I'll ask you now. What if one of those kids is doing really well and says, "Man, I'm really hot. This is the big show. I'm a star now. I think I've just played. I Write the Songs by Barry Manilow, and I think I want to break into bandstand or something like that. Is that okay?
Absolutely. I mean, I think there's enough flexibility. If somebody's feeling it, you just go
let
with it.
somebody
That's right.
go. Okay. Well, I just making sure that if I get the feeling.
And see, I will tell you from 7 to 7:50. So we start with a bang with Lee Riker and Colin Mosley.
Yeah.
And then I really think nobody else was available from 7 to 7:50 because myself and Bobby McNeely are
is that right?
We are the MCs from 7 to 7:50.
So basically, what you're telling me for the 7 o'clock hours, it's the downtime, the
Well,
personality.
the MC is the downtime, so it'll definitely be the talent carrying us.
Okay, well,
so
that's
we have
cool.
Jackson Harper and Mason Lowther on the trumpet, Emma Hudson with the vocal, Teddy Muskoff on the piano, Mallory Lovett and Jocelyn Walker vocal, Olivia Dury on the piano, Katie Muskoff, Jaden Sloan, and Mallory Lovett instrumental, Madison Slover with the vocal, and then not to be outdone by their students, you have Jenna Combs, Kara Grafton, and Sarah Hudson, which are
Teachers.
the teachers, the band teachers, and the music teachers. They will be doing an instrumental. And then we have Joe Goodman and Derek Bailey from 7:50 to 8:40 as our MCs, and Joe will actually be singing a couple of songs. He'll be joined.
You got Joe singing?
Joe is singing a couple
Joe's
different.
good.
I've never heard Joe sing.
he's
I've had
good.
him on the show.
He's very good.
Is that right?
Yes. They
I've
do
got-
ask him every year to sing. They have not asked me yet.
I've got to get Joe. Wait, see, now I have you on the show right now. I could ask you to sing right
No,
now.
that would be bad. You should have Joe on sometime.
But I've had Joe. Yeah, he's never
7:55
sung
and
for me.
8:30. Tune in and you can see a preview.
Doggone.
Samantha Mossberger, Madison Slover, and Mallory Lovett will be doing clarinet. Mallory Lovett and Arabelle Kulig will be doing a vocal, and then
Okay.
Samantha Mossberger will do that vocal. And then closing out our night, you have Bill as our Bring It Home MC.
So Bill
Not
starts.
singing.
He's not singing. He's with Matt Lovett, and Matt Lovett will be singing during that hour, a couple different songs. Another very talented, funny, and great singer. And then Mallory Lovett will also be singing, and then you've got the Lieb family that will be singing.
Oh,
that
really?
hour.
You're
Yeah.
bringing the Liebs in.
Yeah.
So, how many sing in that group now? Is it still 5? It's normally
I'm not
4 or 5,
sure.
right?
I know
It kind of
Bill,
varies who's in town, I think.
Curtis. Just Jason? I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, Jason.
You'll just have a conglomerate of Liebs that will be singing at that particular point in time. So, I mean, I don't know where in one night you're going to find a more diverse and talented group of entertainers than you're going to see in that 3.5 hours on
That's,
November 4th.
that's
it is
exactly
amazing.
right.
Not only is it great to see the generosity of the community, but just to see young and older, I'm not going to say old, that would be bad, but young and adult entertainment on that night. It's amazing just to see the talent that we have within our school district and within our community. It's really an exciting night.
How many of those are probably 80 or 90% kids groups?
Absolutely. I would say easily 75% or more of those
Okay.
are students within our school district that are, and first of all, just to have that much talent, but secondly, that's not really easy to get up in front of people and to know that you're going to be on Facebook Live and on the radio, and just the courage for them to get up there and do that is outstanding.
And as an evening progresses, we start with like the elementary age children.
Right.
And then kind of move into junior high school.
It gets older you get older children as the night goes on. Now,
those that can stay up later.
That's exactly right. Yeah, those who don't have a early bedtime. Now, Joel, will you be entertaining the opportunity for folks to make challenges and
Absolutely.
that kind of thing? I didn't know. I thought you normally would, but
we see some challenges from different groups. Sometimes churches call in. Sometimes there's buildings that challenge. Sometimes there's I will give whatever if Bill Atwood would do this or whatever. So I mean, there's whatever the public calls in is whatever the public calls in, and that makes it fun.
Dr. Hackney and Mr. McNeely juggle or something like that.
As bad as my singing is, I think it might be better than my juggling. But hey, I would be willing to give it a shot. Depends on what they want me to juggle. So
well, they see that now. That is cool. What do you think will be the highlight of those acts? Can you pick one?
I can't.
Not to miss.
I think there's must see TV. This is must see listening. I don't know. I don't know that I could pick. I mean, again, some of the ones that are singing are some of our returning performers. Yeah. And I mean, again, every year they just get better and better. So I don't know when you have talent like that I can pick one. I'm just glad I'm gonna be able to listen to it all night. So.
Well, that's outstanding. I tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We're going to talk about some of the projects. We're going to let Jen tell us some of the specific projects that the funds go to, because they're really outstanding. Joel, thanks very much for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, folks. We'll see you back here in just a couple minutes, and we'll have Bill coming back in. Back in a sec.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Does your home show signs of foundation problems? Call the experts at Woods Basement Systems. Our power brace system can fix the problem permanently and help protect the value of your home. Call Woods Basement Systems today. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Mold, rank air, pests, all getting closer to inside your home. With a dirt crawl space, there's no telling what's below you.
A sealed crawl space locks the nasty stuff out, plus can lower your utility bills. Woods, the all things basementy experts.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Bill sitting back in. Joel heading back to the school. He's got some kids to go down there and paddle. And Jen Hediger is sitting in as we are talking about the Flora Academic Foundation. One thing that we did not really mention all that much, and we kind of danced around it. There's no audience for this week. There tomorrow night, is there?
Not really.
No, it's.
I mean,
hold on. You perform every single day with no audience.
That's correct.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are no other people
There's
in
no
here.
studio audience.
Okay, but on TV you have a big audience.
That's I do have some. Yes.
Facebook will be where you can see it. We can't hear your applause, but you can just send cash and we'll.
Well, the reason I'm making the point.
Okay.
The reason I'm making the point of this is because there are folks who have gone to this in the past.
Yes.
And enjoy going to this and get sandwich maybe or soup or
But they just sit back and
cookies.
they enjoy the entertainment.
Sit back and enjoy the entertainment. That's unavailable this year.
Sadly. Hopefully next year, but the fellowship was a huge part of it. The atmosphere, everybody there encouraging the performers, hearing the clapping.
Yeah.
And we do miss that. And
next year we'll be back. Let's hope.
Good Lord willing, yes.
Creek don't rise.
Yeah.
So that'll be. So I just want to make sure that if you're planning on coming down to eat, don't.
Good point.
You said you made the suggestion. Turn on your Facebook and have a sandwich right there.
There you go.
I like the thought. I like the thought process of that. We kind of glossed over, and I put you off, Jen. Tell me some of the specific projects and kind of how it works, because it's really how the committee works. It's really an interesting process throughout the whole thing that other people don't have.
Right. It really is interesting. I am on the projects committee and have been for several years. The first thing that we approved this year was the National Honor Society dues. Those used to be $50, and they're now $385.
Oh my heavens!
For the group, and just as an academic supporter, we decided that you just have to support the Honor Society. That's very important on college applications. Another thing. Last year, in the past, we would approve the lyceums for the elementary school.
Okay, now explain exactly
a
what that is.
lyceum is when they bring live entertainment in, and either they have the whole school in the gym watching, or maybe they'll do 2 performances. Right. And those can be pretty costly. Well, we were not able to do that last year because of
Couldn't bring anybody in.
Yeah, COVID restrictions. We were lucky to have the kids and staff there. Another thing, the state has mandated that we have a positive behavior intervention strategies in place for students.
All right, now time out.
Okay, what that means is
I don't know what that is.
You're making a good point because she needs to explain it because many people have never heard this.
Nobody
and
knows.
It's called PBIS, but positive behavior, and
this sounds like a part and parcel with no bullying and that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
anti-bullying.
We have do that last year, so it's
kidding.
We're seeing some things opening up.
Yeah.
Last year,
have they gone?
Yes, they have already gone.
What'd you hear? Did you hear some reports? Everybody?
No, they said it was
the sweet
awesome.
part because in addition to being on the board, Jennifer's also the secretary, and she gets to read or pass around these wonderful thank yous.
Yeah.
Do the kindergartners send you stuff?
Yes, they do.
Did they really?
And then I
They can
pass it
barely
around to
write
the-
for crying
or,
out loud.
they'll do a picture or,
Okay.
and
I was going to say, that's very impressive.
and then some of, the staff will take pictures. It's fun to see.
Sure.
We have not gotten any other requests as of right now
Yeah.
for trips, but I'm sure everybody is kind of wait and see approach.
Yeah, I suspect over the years, what are some of the, over the years, and you've been on this board for quite some time, like you say, since 2012. Where do you think what's the wildest request that you guys have gotten that you've, that you guys have done?
Okay, I'm going to preface this with the projects committee. We don't approve every project.
Okay, really?
No, it's not just a rubber stamp.
Well, that's
and-
what I was wondering.
and
I knew it wasn't.
We got a request this year that was very, very costly,
Yeah.
and it only involved say maybe 30 students.
Yeah.
So we look at the number of students that will benefit. Like a
And the
cost
goal
analysis.
is every single child, every single student does get to participate in these projects. And that's what the funding is all about, is that when that funding comes in, the projects committee looks at it and how many dollars per student?
Yeah.
Have we done it before?
How many dollars? What kind of a percentage of the full bank
Right.
is this?
We
gonna
want to
end up?
know what,
Yeah.
the best bang for your buck is what it is.
Sure.
Last year, it seemed like teachers were requesting more of the in-classroom materials, especially, for the Chromebooks and, just going over and above what
Yeah.
we had done in the
Well,
past.
with the Zoom classwork last
Exactly.
year, there were all kinds of, probably some different needs that you've never had requested before, have you?
Now, we truly do not support the sports that athletics
No, they have their
comes
own-
out.
they have their
have
own-
their own thing.
their own
but
floor
we
backers or
are
something like
very
that.
big supporters of our scholastic teams. There's one at the junior high and one at the high school, and so
They go to,
Yeah.
and their season's already started.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, they're already knee deep into the thing.
something we did last year we hadn't had before. It was called the Kindergarten Sight Word Family Readers. So concentrating more on those academics.
Bill, isn't this the thing that over the years you used to have the penny pizza thing? Or is that?
Yes.
I didn't know.
And Jennifer and Mary Beth and different ones were so helpful.
I didn't know if that was still going on.
Well, and so
I didn't know if we had.
No.
we have this sponsor. Anyway,
Yeah.
he called it Pennies for Pizza. Well, that was cute. But the bottom line is, Jennifer can tell you how much pennies weigh.
That was one of the problems. Jennifer, I remember when
Yeah.
we were here last time, one of the problems we talked about was it was costing more money to get your pennies counted.
I had bankers calling me and say, Bill, really? They're coming in here with $20 bills and they want $20 in pennies. I said, Bill, and then whenever they leave and they come back, we can't accept the rolls. We have to undo them. Then we have to repackage them because they have to be recounted. Can we just go with paper money? And so, we may still call it pennies. By the way, how's that working this year? Good?
Good. We didn't do it this year. We didn't do it last year either because
Well, you can't
weren't
serve
able-
food in the classroom right now
Exactly.
either. Right?
Well,
Yeah.
and we just could not have things coming from homes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
goodness
next
knows.
year,
I was a kid. I've always thrown pennies in my mouth for crying out. Every kid does.
I mean, we just,
That being
everything's
said-
been cautious.
Yeah.
I received a note from a parent and said, my son has been saving money and you didn't have the pennies for pizza
No
last
kidding.
year, and said he's wanting to make sure you get it this year, and he has saved over $300
Good
of his
grief,
own
Bill.
money wanting to put it into the radiothon.
How about
Yes.
that? Now, is that one you'll be able to recognize? Or?
Good Lord willing, yeah, I'll give up my time. But no, there's that kind of enthusiasm the young people really, really want. And this young man said, look, I just had so much fun. I want to do it again, and I want to make sure. And he just puts the rest of us to shame that his heart is that big.
You see, now, that is unbelievable. It's that kind of, when you hear Dr. Hackney talking about the community and how the goodness and how folks are coming together for that. It's that kind of story that really does tell you, doesn't it?
Yeah, and whenever you consider it, you can look at it different ways. But we have, if you took every student in the district and they saved $1 a month for 12 months, and contributed it, bang, we're almost there.
I'm sitting here doing my math. Yeah. That's probably pretty right. It's close to right.
Yeah. But on the other hand, we're putting the money out there, and like I said, it is just a wonderful, wonderful experience for everybody involved.
Tell me a little bit in the last few minutes. I know we've glossed over the scholarship part of the Flora Academic Foundation. Do you guys have do you have the folks make applications to different scholarships? Do you guys submit them to you, or are they submitted elsewhere? How's that work? You guys run it for everybody.
We actually have a member here.
Yes, I'm on the scholarship.
I am. You brought the right committee member, Bill.
You got it.
The way that works, we work with Carol Todd, who is the senior English teacher at the high school. And usually right after Christmas, she starts the application process where students write their essay, and each scholarship may have different requirements.
Sure, yeah.
But that lays the base.
Yeah.
And then, they're submitted, and then we have a committee of probably 6 people, and we go through every senior.
And probably in every different application for every different scholarship.
A lot of them are, yes.
Wow.
And, because there's just different requirements.
Yeah.
And
when does that start? That process has already started?
Well, it will start probably after Christmas. We usually get our things no later than the 1st of March, and then the award thing is the end of April.
I'm fascinated that the National Honor Society, the requirements, just to have it has gone up to almost $400 after being $50 per year. I mean, what are they spending that money on? Certificates?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's a national thing.
There's always something. I guess that tells you there's always something else that this money can help, isn't there?
I do want to say that.
You better hurry, Bill.
All right, Carol Todd. Awesome. Every kid needs to know how to fill out an application, right? So what does she do? Every kid fills out a scholarship, and then they say, yes, I am interested in college, or I'm not. But the application process is that important.
Outstanding. Very well done. Very well said. Good luck to you tomorrow night. Again, it's on the WNOI 103.9. Oh, gosh, I'd been shot. 103.9.
Your wife will be,
Yeah, and also Facebook Live. Take a look at the Flora Academic Foundation. Jen, thank you so much for being here. Bill, thanks for being here.
Always an honor.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
being here. We'll see you all next time. Have a great day.